Welcome to Football 247, your go-to source for today's top international football news. We're here to bring you the latest and most accurate updates from the world's biggest football stages. From thrilling matches and stunning goals to exciting transfer news and the freshest developments from major leagues around the globe. Paris Saint-Germain finally reached the pinnacle of European football. Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, have finally ascended to the summit of European football after years of chasing the elusive Champions League dream. The 2024 to 2025 title is not just a fitting reward for years of massive investment, but also the result of strategic thinking, competitive maturity, and a vibrant new generation. The road to European glory. PSG's path to glory was far from straightforward. Finishing 15th overall in the group stage standings with a modest record, 4 wins, 1 draw and 3 losses, Luis Enrique's team hardly resembled a top contender for the European crown. However, a resounding 10-0 aggregate win over Brest in the playoff round sparked belief across the squad. In the round of 16, PSG edged past Liverpool in a tactical and tense encounter. With the aggregate score locked at 1-1, the match went to penalties at Anfield. Gianluigi Donnarumma emerged as the hero, saving 2 spot kicks and sending PSG through. Tight but courageous victories over Aston Villa, 5-4 on aggregate, and Arsenal, 3-1, followed, setting up a grand final in Munich, a night best summed up in 2 words: pure perfection. A final that showcased true-class PSG entered the final as underdogs against a well-drilled and experienced Inter side who had only trailed for 17 minutes throughout their entire Champions League campaign. That statistic was erased early on. In the 12th minute, Achraf Hakimi tapped in the opener from a Désiré Doué assist. 8 minutes later, Doué doubled the lead with a goal of his own. The 19-year-old completed his brace in the 63rd minute after a slick 1-2 with Dembélé. Just 10 minutes later, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia made it 4-0 from another Dembélé assist. And in the 87th minute, teenage substitute Seny Mayulu sealed the historic night with a thunderous finish, making it 5-0. This was the most lopsided scoreline ever recorded in a European Cup final, testament not just to PSG's dominance, but their brilliance along the way. From Galacticos to a united collective. No longer just a nouveau riche club, PSG have shown signs of becoming a lasting European powerhouse, anchored by youth, cultivated resilience, and a redefined footballing philosophy. The foundation of PSG's success this season lies in a significant philosophical shift. Gone is the over-reliance on marquee signings like Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. Under Luis Enrique, PSG have become a true team, disciplined in defence, fluid in attack, and cohesive across the pitch. Creating chances was never PSG's problem, but converting them was. By fixing that flaw, Enrique has forged one of Europe's most versatile squads. Today's PSG blends technically gifted midfielders capable of smoothly circulating the ball and probing defensive structures with the raw power and explosiveness demanded by the modern game. Having previously led Barcelona to the Champions League title in 2015, Enrique has instilled a collective, effective style of play in Paris. His trust in young talents like Désiré Doué, who at just 19 plays with the composure of a seasoned star, illustrates the club's sustainable shift in recognizing the core values of long-term success. Winning the Champions League is never easy, especially for a team often criticized for lacking experience. But this season, PSG have shown tremendous growth in competitive maturity. Ending the season as Europe's most in-form team, PSG also stormed to the Ligue 1 title. Their knockout stage run was filled with convincing wins, including a record-setting 7-0 over Brest. In key moments, from the semi-final to the final against Inter, PSG displayed composure, precision and confidence. The 5-0 victory wasn't just a triumph on the scoreboard, it was a statement of mentality. Unlike previous PSG teams, this one didn't crack under pressure. They dominated the game from start to finish. A shining highlight of this PSG side is its rising youth talent. Désiré Doué became the first teenager in Champions League final history to both score and assist in the same match. His performance not only impressed fans and pundits alike, but also showcased PSG's new strategic direction, investing in youth development and giving homegrown talent a chance. The confidence shown by Doué and his peers on Europe's biggest stage is proof of a well-structured, scientific training program. Rather than searching for outside stardom, PSG are now cultivating their own in-house stars, a path considered both efficient and sustainable. Manchester United identify Bruno Fernandes's replacement. Manchester United have identified a potential replacement for Bruno Fernandes if their captain completes a £100 million move to Saudi Arabia. Al Hilal are hoping to lure Bruno Fernandes to the Saudi Pro League, and United are eyeing Pedro Gonçalves as a possible successor to their influential captain. The club has reportedly been monitoring the 26-year-old Portuguese midfielder even before Al Hilal shocked Old Trafford by expressing their willingness to make a blockbuster offer for Fernandes. Should Bruno Fernandes accept Al Hilal's 3-year contract worth a staggering £180 million, United would have the financial means to meet Sporting CP's £70 million valuation of Gonçalves. The arrival of Gonçalves would also help ease the anger felt by Ruben Amorim at losing his captain. Despite Manchester United's struggles this season, Fernandes has still managed to contribute 19 goals and 20 assists. However, at 30, Fernandes is 4 years older than Gonçalves. Pedro Gonçalves plays in a more advanced role than Fernandes after Amorim transformed him into a dangerous attacking midfielder. He is also capable of playing on the wing, a role both players were familiar with during their time together at Sporting. Manchester United's manager first noticed Gonçalves' goal-scoring potential during Sporting's 2020 pre-season training camp. That potential paid off when Gonçalves scored 23 goals and provided several assists in 32 matches, helping Sporting claim their first Portuguese league title in 19 years. Gonçalves recently returned from a thigh injury suffered during Amorim's final match in charge of Sporting last November. Before the setback, he had attracted interest from both Aston Villa and Bayer Leverkusen. One complication in any deal involving Gonçalves is the growing uncertainty surrounding the future of Sporting's star striker, Victor Gyökeres. Napoli are reportedly ready to compete with Arsenal to sign the £67 million Swedish goal machine. Amorim is also a long-time admirer of the 26-year-old former Brighton, Swansea and Coventry forward. Sporting would be reluctant to part with both Gonçalves and Gyökeres, the two key figures in their successful title defence, in the same summer. Ruben Amorim has made it clear that he does not want to lose Bruno Fernandes. However, the prospect of reinvesting the funds from Fernandes's potential sale to Al Hilal into rebuilding the Manchester United squad has made club executives think twice. Al Hilal have reportedly set a deadline for next Friday for Fernandes to make his decision. Sporting also stand to benefit financially if Fernandes completes a move to Saudi Arabia. United initially signed the midfielder from Sporting in a deal worth £47 million, plus add-ons in 2020. The agreement included a 10% sell-on clause, meaning the Portuguese champions could earn between £6 to £10 million from any future sale of Bruno Fernandes. And that wraps up all the major football highlights of the day. Don't forget to follow us so you won't miss any of the hottest updates from the pitch. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to hit like and subscribe for more exciting football news every day.